I think there's no problem at all because the PLP brought Jeremy into the contest and we're now having a good and lively debate about the future of the Labour Party, as we should do. But let's make no mistake about it. Labour stands at a crossroads. It now faces a very big decision about its future direction. The choice is we either unite and go forward and get back in touch with the public, or we go backwards. And really, Labour's got to make now a big choice about what party it wants to be going forward and whether we're serious about winning again. And, we're going to have that debate, we're going to make our decision and then move forward.
It's not just Mr Corbyn's crumpled shirt that puts him out in front in this leadership contest, it's the policies that he's espousing. I mean, it does seem that this contest is Jeremy Corbyn versus the other three, and that socialism is something of a dirty word within the Labour Party these days.
No, I don't think that's right at all. I mean, I agree with him on some things, such as more public control and public ownership of the railways, but I disagree with him on other things. For instance, saying that we should have widespread renationalisation of the utilities. I just don't think that is a priority for the country at the moment. I don't think it can be afforded. So we're going to have our agreement and disagreements about various things. But as I've been saying throughout this interview, Jeremy has brought something distinctive to the Labour leadership contest. It's right that we're having the debate that we're having. The party, though, does have to decide. It has to decide, will what Jeremy's saying help us get back towards government? I don't think the public will think that will be where we're heading if we go for those kinds of policies, because I don't believe people feel that they are the right policies for where we are right now as a country. But we've got to have this debate. Let's have it. Let's keep it respectful. Let's keep it positive, as I'm trying to do, and then let's let the party make its choice.
It does seem that you're coming perilously close to the position taken by Tony Blair, that a lurch to the left, as there was in 1979, is akin to adopting a strategy which says the electorate is stupid.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying we're having a good debate in this contest. I said to you just a moment ago, I agree with Jeremy on some things, but not on others. And the big point of disagreement, I guess, is you need to be credible in what you're saying. You need to be able to say to people, you need to be able to look them in the eye and tell them how your policies will be afforded and how you can also run strong public finances. If Labour doesn't have economic credibility at the heart of its message, then we won't be in a position where we're heading back towards government.
Are you happy, in general terms, with the way in which this leadership campaign has been fought up until now? I mean, you've talked about the possibility of a split in the party. There have been accusations of sexism directed at your camp. It doesn't seem particularly comradely.
No, I am happy with the way it's been conducted. By and large, it's been a good-natured contest. All four of the candidates
Yvette Cooper's camp accused yours of sexism.
To be honest, and I don't want to dwell on it, but I think it was a completely ridiculous suggestion, given that there are more women MPs supporting my campaign than any other campaign. I don't think it merited much of a response, to be honest. But on the whole, as I was saying, this has been a good-natured campaign where each of the candidates represents a distinctive position in the Labour Party and has had something valuable to say. The bit that I didn't think was well handled was the whole debate about the welfare bill last week, and that's where the party got itself into a real mess. But on the whole, the contest has been a good one. Labour members are being presented with a real choice now. We are at a crossroads. People really have to decide now what kind of Labour Party they want.
Well, you did have an ample opportunity when it came to those welfare changes being put forward by the Conservatives for you to take a stand. Do you concede now that it was a strategic mistake to say, look, if I were leader, I would have opposed this wholeheartedly. However, I'm not leader, so I'm going to abstain?
No, I don't, actually, not at all, because I made my position clear, and in making my position clear, the party was forced to move its position more towards mine.
You had to pop at your acting leader.
That was a better position. That was a better position than where we started out. But then I faced a choice. Did I, from the shadow cabinet, lead a rebellion and raise the risk of our party splitting? Well, you know what? I wasn't prepared to do that. I am never somebody who is going to plunge our party into civil war. Once you've made a decision as a party, you have to expect unity behind the leader and behind that position. Unity is strength has been the motto that's underpinned our movement for decades, and I'm never somebody who would put that unity at risk. But having shown loyalty to the Labour Party, I will expect the same from all of my parliamentary colleagues when I change Labour's position to one of outright opposition to this welfare bill come September. Because
Mr. Burnham, are you asking for the type of loyalty that you showed when you said it was a mess, referring to the welfare vote, wasn't it? The run-up to this vote was a bit of a mess. It's quite clear that this is a party now that is crying out for leadership. I mean, if that wasn't a full-blown attack on Harriet Harman, what is?
That was my view about the way we handled the whole situation, and I stand by it. It was. But in the end, I didn't rebel and split the party. I was loyal to the position that the leader had put forward. And because I was loyal to it, it means I am the person that can unite this party coming out of this leadership election.
If you're putting yourself forward as the unity candidate, how do you substantiate that, given that Yvette Cooper's camp has accused you directly of sexism? How do you bring them back within the fold?
Well, I thought I dealt with that, but it's been widely now accepted that Lord Falconer was misrepresented by the Times newspaper, and I believe they've actually apologised for that. So the allegation that came from the other camp was based on that misrepresentation, so I'm afraid it has no substance
Neither Yvette nor Liz
so
can steer the party through the challenging few years ahead. I mean, that's pretty clear. That's what he said.
No, we were in the middle of a leadership election. The people who support each of the candidates, of course, will make the case for why they are supporting any one of the candidates. That's what happens when you're in a contest such as this. But what people want to see is our people going about this campaign in the right way, in a positive way. And throughout this campaign, I have been respectful of all the other candidates, and I've been saying, let's have a positive debate about Labour's future. And do you know what? I'll be sticking to that right to the end of this leadership race, because I think it's very important that we do unite coming out of it. And because of the way I've conducted myself throughout this contest, I believe I'm the best placed candidate to do just that, unite our party.
Andy Burnham, thanks for your time.